LL Nation. It is another episode of Oh and Another Thing
And another thing,
right here on Lucky Lefty Podcast. Tonight, you know, most of you guys that have been watching us, you hit me up after this morning's show and said, Shaun, the last couple of days we noticed you've been doing the shows without a cap, but without a hat. And they say you've been on fire without a hat, bro. So for tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and put a hat on, bro. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna calm my nerves a little bit. We have some intel from Caleb Williams on the Caleb Williams transfer situation. I think, and we're doing this podcast because of you, LL Nation. This is all your fault because we were busy living our lives, and all of a sudden the timeline got lit up and retweeted with the information. Oh man, and we got intel for you. I'm going to be typing up some intel over on the Irish Breakdown message board shortly, but right now, Malik has literally spoken to Caleb Williams tonight. He's spoken to the man. So open your hearts and your ears, LL Nation, ND Nation. Here it is.
I gotta break it down. So, Lucky Lefty Nation, we done spoke to Caleb Williams. Sources say, how do you do? We have to say, sources say, talk to a family member close, and it's not looking good for us. He's not putting us on the list, but what makes it even worse is that I had to ask him, were we reaching out to you like how we've reached out to guys like Keaton Slovis from USC? As soon as he hits the transfer portal, we're breaking into our offices, running down the office, trying to get him recruited, get him on the phone. He said, not only did they not recruit me once I got in the transfer portal, they didn't even recruit him when he was in high school. And this is the indictment that we're having on the program on why we're not going after great players. Let me put a disclaimer out there and say I love Tommy and I love Tyler. I think that connection will be great. But when you're talking about what is it going to take to beat Alabama, what is it going to take to beat Georgia and Ohio State, to be a de facto competitor within the game, not just show up. You know, we've done 10 years of showing up. We proved we can show up. We just need to be one game better. And what happened? The one guy that can make us one better, not only at that position, but can bring receiver recruits 5 stars and above, no problem. No problem. No problem. Who doesn't want to play with a guy like Caleb Williams? So a guy that can we can feel confident about going against an Alabama defense, a guy we can feel comfortable about going against a Georgia and Ohio State defense. We wouldn't have no questions about it. We don't even call the guy. We don't call him. But we're spending time calling USC's quarterback and getting people from Marshall and calling Wisconsin guys. It's like we put in our quarterback for a Make-A-Wish Foundation. We don't even go after it like the top guys are going after it. So when you say what's the problem, that's the problem. That's the problem. We're calling guys like Keaton Slovis, while guys like Caleb Williams can't even get a phone call. We talked about it earlier, him stepping on the campus. Get him on campus. Just to show that we're trending in the right direction. We can't even get him on campus. Now, when you talk about is he the direct answer for us to get over the hump, in my opinion, 1,000%. And Tyler can stay. Look, Tyler don't got to go. He don't got to go. But what can happen for Marcus Freeman going into Ohio State with a Caleb Williams? That's a matchup worth watching. The anticipation of wondering if Tyler can do it or not. Look, I think we feel all good about his ability. We feel all good about where he's trending upward to. But I'm thinking national championship with a Caleb Williams right now. Right now. When you talk about the pieces, yeah, he's had the pieces. We got the defense. We got the defense. We got some talent that was discovered in the Fiesta Bowl. I mean, that we can throw the football, so that's possible. But what's the thing we've been missing the most? A dynamic playmaker, not just a playmaker. Ian was a playmaker, a good one, but a dynamic great one would take us over the top. That's what keeps beating us. That's what keeps beating us every year is dynamic quarterbacks, screen popping quarterbacks. Those are the guys that are beating us. Desmond Ritter, he was good enough. He was good enough. We would like Desmond Ritter. I think a guy that accomplished, we would. But the point is, talking to a guy directly, we're not even putting our 2 cents in. Now, if we feel that comfortable that Tyler is the answer, okay, I get that. You know, I can understand that. If y'all see something that we're not seeing yet, I can understand that. But it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for a program to be as great as we are, to not even reach out. But we're breaking down the door, interrupting the kid's daily life to call a guy that is only going to get us halfway. But I thought that the trend of getting subpar guys at that position, when we're talking about being a just one game difference, we thought that was a BK thing, but it seems to be lingering in the program, and it's something Marcus Freeman's got to fix.
Lucky Lefty podcast. I'm your guy Shaun Davis at SD2 Mics, the original Lucky Lefty himself, Malik, Zaire. We're discussing Caleb Williams entering the transfer portal. Exclusive conversation that Malik Zaire had with Caleb Williams over the last hour. And I can verify because I got the screenshots. So I can verify. I got his back. This is real. And I'm shaking my head because some of the stuff that was said is flat out ridiculous. We talked about the schools he might end up at, right? Georgia. We discussed USC. And then we said, well, man, why would he go to USC? How would that impact Malachi? Would Malachi stay at USC? Would he look to transfer? And then you told me something he said in the conversation. Caleb Williams says he has a hit list.
Has a hit list.
And he said
Notre
Dame was on it.
He said he already got one down.
He got Texas.
He's hoping that it comes around.
And he's hoping
it comes around. Now, to me, I'm thinking that's somebody on our schedule.
Exactly.
To me, that's somebody on the schedule that I'm thinking about off the rip. Now, is that something that he's looking forward to?
Whoa. Wait a minute. He wouldn't dare go to Clemson, would he?
No.
He wouldn't dare go to Clemson, would he?
Look, I don't know.
He said professional development.
Professional development. That's see that key word only fits certain places.
Right.
And he ain't going to Marshall.
No. It has to either be USC, Clemson. I hate to say it. Clemson, Texas A&M hasn't produced any quarterbacks.
They haven't, but they got a coach that produced the Jameis Winston. And they beat Bama. Maybe. And they got a great recruiting class, too.
We know he's not going to LSU based upon the things he said about Brian Kelly.
Yeah, definitely not a Brian fan.
He's not a Brian Kelly guy. He made that abundantly clear that he's not a Brian Kelly guy. See, we came on for you guys tonight. So let's save all the coaching hire stuff for tomorrow morning show.
Yeah.
So if you just joined us, because I see people still jumping on, the numbers are going up. Subscribe, share, like. Hit the like button. Subscribe, share, like. Malik has had a conversation with Caleb Williams about entering the transfer portal. The first question he posed to Caleb Williams was, do we have a shot? And his response was, nah, not at all. And that right there was like a gut punch. Like,
oh,
dang.
Not at all?
Like, not at all? Now, losing Tony Elliott might be the only negative for him not going to Clemson. But just the fact that this is the overall message, people, because we're not going to be in here long tonight. We're not going to be in here long tonight. You've been lied to as a fan base. Just flat out. You have been lied to as a fan base. The moves that Marcus Freeman made today, the 2 wide receiver coaches that he's not going after wide receiver coaches that are bottom feeders. This dude is trying to get the Alabama wide receiver coach, fam.
Yes.
This dude, based upon relationships, is trying to steal the wide receiver coach at Alabama. That's what I'm talking about. If you got Notre Dame in your back pocket as a program you're representing, you got to swing big. And the fact that they never even tried to recruit Caleb Williams, they just offered him. Oh, yeah, so they could say, oh, we offered him. Did you spend time with him? Did you build a relationship with him? Come on, man. This is disconcerting. And now I have empathy for Tommy Rees because it's a lot he has to work through. There's a lot of stuff he has to overcome. The spotlight is still on him, but there's some work to be done because the image of Notre Dame in that quarterback room and the wide receiver room and recruiting is not good. It's not good. And Caleb Williams is giving you a view into the thoughts of the elite quarterbacks and how they view Notre Dame. And hopefully, like news broke today, that Marcus Freeman has been talking to Carnell Tate every day. He's not waiting for the wide receiver coach. He's talking to him. He's the lead recruiter for the top guys. And for people that are sitting up saying, if you want to ride with Tyler Buckner, that's fine. But let me tell you something. If you got a chance to get Caleb Williams, I don't care. I don't care if he says no. See, this is how the unattractive dudes.
We got to preface it.
This is how the unattractive dudes end up with the best looking girls in high school. This is how the unattractive dudes end up with the best looking girls in high school, right? Because the dudes that's got a little something too scared to approach them.
Yeah, we too scared. That's it. We like our girlfriend. You know, she was homecoming queen sophomore year. She's nice.
Right.
But the baddest girl in school?
Baddest girl in school, everybody's scared to say something to her. Everybody's scared to say something to her. And it's the ones that don't have a fear of rejection that go up there and build a relationship and speak to them every day. Say, let me take you to lunch. Can I buy you a donut in the cafeteria? Something.
And if she say no, okay, but you
exactly. But just to sit back and not say anything,
you the cool kid? You that cool?
Come on, man. You've been lying to us because you've been making it seem like it's about the university. They don't want to come here. You're not even trying.
Yeah, your job is to recruit, to make them one.
If you're not trying, don't tell the fan base they don't want to come here.
Facts.
Stop. That's why Marcus Freeman said we have to show them that they're NP guys. We have to show them. They might not know it, but we have to show them that they are fits at Notre Dame. 5 stars. Man, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm not even mad at the fact he said he wasn't interested.
Yeah, that's okay.
Based upon what him and his father said. Like, I understand. We don't have that development. We don't have a track record of quarterbacks going to the NFL. I can take that. It's the other stuff. It's the other stuff I have an issue with. See, man, look, I got the cap on trying to calm me down, and I'm getting back. This is one of the worst things. This is one of the worst things I've ever heard, man. It was one of the worst things I've ever heard. I feel lied to as a fan. I just feel flat out lied to.
Hurt.
You literally told me for 12 years that my product, my school, my football team, my football program wasn't good enough. And most of us almost bought into it. Because most of us regurgitate, man, admissions needs to do something. Admissions needs to lower requirements. And it's all been bull. It's all been bull. Come on, man. Come on, man. This cap is really keeping me calm. It really is. Because what I really want to say, wow.
All I'm saying is we better blow Ohio State out. We better blow them out. That would only rectify the non-pursuit. It's the non-pursuit of the 5-star. This makes me question, are we even recruiting 5-stars? Seriously. Are we even talking to 25 stars in a recruiting year?
Bro.
That's the question. Are we even talking to the amount of 5-stars to even get the attention?
This is ridiculous, man. This is beyond ridiculous. Like, we're not even in the game. We're not even trying.
Not even trying.
We're not even trying. And Marcus Freeman shows up and immediately goes after 5-star linebackers and gets them immediately. He didn't get CJ Hicks, but he was in the game.
Yeah.
He was in the game. So what if he chose Ohio State? He was in the game.
Okay, he had a hat on the table.
In 2023, he gets Brennan Vernon. He gets Keon Keeley. He's in the game. And for years, we've been told that nobody wants to play with us.
For years.
We're the kid that nobody wants to play with. And we've been lied to. We've been lied to. Everybody is interested in Notre Dame. Caleb Williams was interested in Notre Dame in high school. And they stiff-armed him.
And we got to say it again. This is not an indictment on Tyler Buckner. This has nothing to do with Tyler Buckner. This has everything to do with, are we serious about this or are we not serious? Because the moves we did make, you would think we got them because we couldn't get the other ones after attempting. Did we try for anybody else other than Jack Cohn? I got to question that. I don't understand. Because it makes me so hot that we almost blew down the doors to try to get Keaton Slovis. That's the problem. So I don't want to hear, oh, we should ride behind Tyler. They wasn't trying to. Keaton Slovis was available, and before it even got big, we was on it.
Man.
So this is why I'm so upset that we didn't try for Caleb, because we was trying for other garbage.
We interrupted his workout. First call. And you don't even place a call to Caleb Williams? You don't even place a call. You knew you had Tyler Buckner when you called Keaton Slovis.
Exactly.
So don't tell me you care about. Come on, man. Go ahead, Malik. Talk, man. Please talk.
That's the problem. We made headlines on our own news. We didn't even make national news. We made our own headlines about contacting Keaton Slovis. National news drops with Caleb Williams. He said he could only go to a couple places. We're in the running automatically. Now it's your job to go recruit. We ain't even attempt.
Lucky Lefty Podcast. We are brought to you and featuring Onora Whisky. You know, I got to get this out of the way. OnoraWhisky.com. That premium American whiskey. OnoraWhisky.com. Notre Dame fans, we're not even mad that Caleb Williams doesn't want to talk to us. We're not mad about that. We can take that. It's the fact that we just been lied to.
Yeah.
Been lied to. Just
We
straight
ain't
been
serious
lied
about
to,
it.
man.
We ain't serious. And it's you know and you know what does Tyler Buckner feel about all of this? Because us talking about this is no indictment on him because I would feel more upset about the one that they actually called.
We literally said this morning, name Tyler Buckner the starter right now and rock out.
And rock
Period.
out.
Is his team. Is his team. Hey man, you need to talk to your dating guy.
He's out here trying to fix all the holes.
He's trying to fix all the holes, man. Like that's what we were saying on the wrap-up show. Like, recognize Notre Dame. Like, it's bigger. The problems are bigger than we thought. They go deeper than what we thought. That's the problem. These problems run deeper than you thought. It's not as simple as just one recruit class and we're good. No. We see the talent isn't there at important positions. It's going to take 2 recruiting cycles to solve that. Then we have to fight over the narratives amongst recruits about Notre Dame when it comes to quarterbacks and wide receivers. Marcus Freeman has to fight and hurdle all of that.
See, because an example of fight, I give an example of my second recruitment. Gus Malzahn flew right into South Bend Airport and met me one-on-one right off the plane in South Bend about going to Auburn. One-on-one. That's how you recruit. That's how you recruit. One-on-one. Hey, that's what I got. That's what we doing. We're gonna make it happen or not. That's how you recruit. Go see the guys you want to see. You know, we calling Keaton Slopers. They pulled up on me. There's a difference. There's a difference.
He came to the Bend.
He came to the Bend. He ain't probably never been. Probably flew an extra hour trying to find the airport.
Lucky Lefty podcast. Oh, and another thing. Talking about Caleb Williams and his exclusive conversation with Malik Zaire about the transfer portal situation. Father said they're looking for a situation for professional development. That alerted a lot of people that Notre Dame might not get a look, but it's worse than that.
Worse than that.
Like, you told me you were talking to him, and I swear you kept saying, you said, nah, there's no shot. I said, okay. Then you hit me back and said, it's worse than that. I said, what? Then you hit me back again and said, yo, it's even worse than what I said it would. Look, ND Nation. It's cool, though.
It's cool, though.
It's all right. It's cool, though.
Because we must have a plan to blow Ohio State out.
It's cool, though.
We must have a secret plan to blow Ohio State out if we are so confident to not recruit a free agent that's looking for a home that's for a top team. We giving guys calls as working out at the YMCA. Come on, man.
All right, man, let's get these out the way. We told you we wouldn't be long. We gave the intel, the coaching stuff with the defensive coordinators that he's looking to hire, swinging big. Marcus Freeman is swinging big, and he's going after great recruiters. The wide receiver coaches he wants to hire, swinging big, going after great recruiters. So we already see his first day, when it's all his job and all his tenure, we already see he's swinging big. And the news breaks that he's talking to Carnell Tate, building a relationship, an offensive player, every day.
He's trying.
Yo, that's all you can ask for. And if Carnell Tate says no, I'm going to Ohio State, cool.
Oh, he tried.
Cool, but don't sit back and then when he chooses Ohio State, try to sell us. Well, man, admissions and, he just wasn't a Notre Dame guy. He wasn't a Notre Dame fit. Man, look, We're not being. I'm so happy not to be in a place where we're being sold the goods as a fan base anymore. Like that transparency that we see in the press conference is real, completely. And that, as a fan, I appreciate more than anything. Just let me know. Just let me know, because I'm a lifelong fan. Win or lose, I'm going to be a fan. Win or lose, but don't lie to me. Do not lie to me. Real Sports Talk with Alex. Thank you for the super chat. Malik, you putting in work with Caleb Williams. He tried. I promise you, he tried. And the fact that he hit you back as fast as he did shows the level of the relationship.
Real respect, man. I love Caleb Williams, man. Much love to him. But damn, at least I reached out as an ambassador. I ain't even no official ambassador. I just reached out because I felt like I want to help the team, man, and that's a good way to help the team. We got him.
Matt 2011 GT. Thank you for the super chat. This is some darn bull feces. Man, you can say that again.
But I'm off, man. I gotta get off, man. It was another thing. We got another thing. And that's what we had to bring to you guys.
Let's see. Alex, to the people earlier saying I'm just a Tommy hater. There you go. Proof in the pudding right there. Tommy Kennan can't get elite quarterbacks. He's cool with Angelic. I look.
Whatever.
We just said he was under the spotlight. He has to prove to us that he can get it done. A couple more super chats, and we'll let you guys go. Another one. Apparently, Tyler must be amazing.
We're gonna find out.
Man, yeah, we don't have a choice but to find out.
Unless we get Keaton Slovis, then I guess it's changed, you know. So I guess if Keaton Slovis is better than Tyler Buckner, then we should have been calling Caleb.
Yeah.
What you mean? We should have been calling Caleb yesterday, the whole season.
Matt, again, if we aren't calling on him, of course he isn't interested. WTF, man, with a hot chick, man, let him know. I agree. And another one for Shaun's blood pressure meds. Hey, I appreciate you looking out for me and thinking about me. And last one, does Marcus Freeman see this? Malik, you got his number? Man.
But he got enough on his plate, man. Let's land a couple receivers and see what we can do with it.
Yep. Matt said they need to get you a job, man. Show him the money.
Hey, help me out, ND.
Man, that's it. Lucky Lefty Podcast. Don't forget, subscribe, share, like, hit that like button. Hit that like button. We came on tonight for you guys because you were on our timeline and our mentions talking about Caleb Williams. So, hey, hit the like button and let us know what you think about this show. We'll be back tomorrow morning with the new coaching hires that have been added to Notre Dame and also who they're going after at the wide receiver position for that wide receiver coach and also for defensive coordinator. Get locked in. Lucky Lefty Podcast at Lucky Lefty Pod on Instagram and Twitter. For my main dude, Malik Zaire, the original Lucky Lefty himself, SD2 Mike Shaun Davis. As always, spin it different today. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.